Hi, my name's Aly Paws from the Yoga Home. Thanks for jumping on my channel and subscribing. I really appreciate you. Now, this is for people that are just starting out with yoga. So I'm going to be doing a beginner's series throughout the month. And there's a lot of people online right now that can't go to studios and want to continue their practice, or they're just starting out. And to be honest, there's so much out there that you don't even know where to go. Sometimes I feel like that with business and social media for me, and I can only imagine what other people are going through just starting out yoga. Now, I've been doing the practice for a while now, and I've developed certain practices that are just come second nature to me that I want to share with you that help overall just releasing in the hips, the shoulders, stress with the breath, and mental clarity, and relaxing the mind. So if you are just starting out and you want to join me, then grab a mat. You don't even need a mat. Floor, preferably clutter-free, and let's get started. So you can start just how I am, or that might actually hurt your ankles or your knees, so you can also stretch your legs out. So what I'm looking for is for you to feel a really elongated, tall spine, so that you're not like this, which is maybe how you feel a lot of the times on your computer. So I feel like I get the most length in my spine when I prop myself up. You can also sit on a block if you like that. And a block is just a nice prop that's shaped like this. You can even sit on some books, anything to lift you up a little bit. Okay, so let's start with relaxing for one thing. Just awareness of the breath is key. So go ahead and close your eyes. Take a moment to just breathe in and out. Feel the breath. And you don't have to breathe in any particular way. Just feel the breath come in and out of the nose first, just to bring familiarity to any kind of rhythm that just resonates to you. And while you keep the eyes closed, tuning into the inner worlds, I just want to speak a little bit about yoga and what we're doing. So yoga in Sanskrit means union. So basically we're connecting to ourselves, the breath, the source, or divine universe, or God, whatever you relate to. And just start to feel any sensations in the body. So perhaps maybe in your fingertips or your toes, maybe a little bit of tingling. And as you breathe in and out, pay attention to where you're holding your stress or tension, or it feels tight. And just breathe through that. And remember, we're not judging anything or changing or shifting anything. We're simply just observing where we're at right in this moment. Good. Continue relaxing through your face, your eyes, down through the shoulders, and the hips, and the knees, and the ankles. And as you continue this rhythm of your breath, allow the spine to grow a little bit taller as you reach through the crown of the head. And as you exhale, relax through the shoulders as they slide down your back body. And just notice when you do breathe in, notice that elongation and opening and finding space within the body and the spine. And then every time you exhale, you feel a little bit more grounded and at ease and rooted. And even these simple breaths, doing a couple times a day, will really help to reset your nervous system. Good. And now we just want to start to move through the body, coordinating our breath and our rhythm of the movement. Okay, so we'll bring our hands just beside our legs, wherever you're seated, and lean into one side so you're bracing to that one side, supporting with the one hand, and then the other hand flips all the way up towards the sky as you lean into that one side. Feel the side body opening. And then inhale to bring yourself back up, and exhale as you go to the other side. Good. Again, inhale, back up, exhale. Inhale, back up, and exhale. Good. Now your knees may need a little bit of a break now. So let's just come to hands and knees and stretch out the backs of the legs. You can alternate by stretching out one leg and then the other, and then just alternating as you're stretching the left and then the right. You're just transferring weight from one knee to the next. As you're doing this, you're checking out your hands and the alignment of the hands. So the hands are about shoulder distance. Okay, the wrists are below the shoulders. So you have this nice stacking between the joints, the bones and the joints. So coming back to center, neutral cat, you'll start to lower your belly down and feel the tailbone lifting up. And then the heart opens a little bit as you look up and inhale. And then as your head drops down, you'll just bring your belly in towards the spine as it starts to round the spine. As you exhale, the navel center goes in towards the back body. We call this cat and cow. Just moving through the pelvis and the spine, waking up the body, inhaling and exhale. Good. Again, inhale and exhale. Let's do it one more time. Inhale and exhale. Good. Now let's check out our balance. So extend the right leg behind you, keeping the right foot flexed as you press through the heel. And then as the right leg is straight and strong, you'll even out the hips. Okay, so leveling the hips. Transfer a little bit of weight into your right hand, stacking bone upon joint on the right arm, and then lift your left arm. Notice the little, movements that you have just to find that balance. Keep pressing through your right foot and extending the left arm. One more breath. And exhale, release that side. So now transfer the weight a little bit into the left hand. The left leg extends back behind, keeping the hips nice and leveled. Navel center draws in and up, and then the right arm extends. Now you can open up so your right palm is facing the midline of the body. Okay, so the thumb basically points towards the ceiling. That opens up the shoulder. Breathing into it. One more breath, and then exhale, release that down. So widen the knees, and then just come around in a nice little circle as you open up in the front, and then exhale all the way around. You'll start to feel this on the inner thighs. And if they feel tight, your hips, you will definitely feel this. So just take your time with it. Breathe into it. So we're just practicing coordinating breath and movement at this point. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Good. And then stopping, and we'll reverse and going the other direction. Good. And then come all the way back. So your knees are about hip distance again. Hands are shoulder distance. And you'll move the hands a little bit up towards the top of the mat. Press the toes in to the ground. And we'll come into a downward facing dog. So press your hands in. You engage the core and press the feet in and lift your hips towards the sky. Now, just to start out, I want you to keep the knees bent and then soften through the middle of the heart and the shoulders. Okay, keep pressing the hands in and lifting the navel center in and up. Keep the knees bent, the heels are lifted. You're just creating a little bit more of a straight spine. So it may be a little rounded in the front or the upper back, but that's okay for now. Just start to move the pelvis and tailbone a little bit up towards the sky. Breathing into it. And then take a little walk. So you're bending the left knee and right knee. Just moving through the joints. Good. Okay, let's walk up towards the front of the mat so that your feet are about hip distance. And then you'll look at your toes, spread them, pick them up. See if you can spread them as much as you can. They might be a little bit tight right now, and then just relax them back down. And fold into this as much as you can. Okay, you may be up here and just placing the hands on the legs and just letting the head shake out. Breathing in and out. You can sway the upper body if it feels good. Good. Now I want you to bend your knees. Place some awareness through the four corners of your feet, so you're pressing down through the big toe mound, and you're bringing energy into your core, so the navel center. So we can really sit into that chair. So bend the knees so the knees are in the same direction as the toes. You'll start to lift your heart and torso forward to look forward. Arms are about parallel, so palms are facing each other. And then I want you to bring weight into the back of the heels, so your toes are lifted. So much that you feel like you're going to sit back and fall, but you're going to catch yourself, obviously, with just weight transfer. Breathing into this. Lengthen through the spine. Good. Sit a little bit deeper and then start to come all the way up, extending through the legs. Reach tall to the sky. Exhale, sit back into that chair. Inhale, come back up. Lengthen. Exhale, sit down. Inhale, keep this going, but this time your arms are going to move down as you bend the knees. Okay, and then move up as you straighten the legs. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lengthen. Last one. And then exhale, fold forward. Feel the head release, shake it out. Breathing in and out. Good. And then step both feet back towards the back of the mat. Bring yourself into a plank position so your bum comes down, so you're parallel to the ground. And look at your arms where they're stacking bone upon joint. Okay, the navel centers in and up. And lower down to your knees. Now look forward. Get nice and tall with the spine. And then slowly bend the elbows. You can lean forward a little bit as you bend the elbows so your belly comes down to the ground. Then you'll point your toes so the tops of the feet are pressing into the ground. Hands slide back just a little bit by the rib cage. Elbows come in towards the midline. Engage through your legs and then take a breath to open the heart to lift yourself into a baby cobra. Looking forward. And then exhale to child's pose as you sit back into the heels. So we call this Balasana, child's pose. This is a great posture to come into if you need a little break. Just allowing the mind to calm down as the breath comes in and out. Good. We'll take one more breath here. And exhale. Look forward. Walk your hands towards the front of the mat again. Press the toes into the ground and then lift the hips to the sky. Find that downward facing dog. So bend the knees. Lift the hips up and back. Good. Feel free to walk it out. One more breath here. and then gaze forward. Step both feet so they're about hip distance. Inhale to halfway lift, and then folding forward. Good. Come all the way up with a straight spine. You can soften the knees a little bit. Look forward, heart forward. Reach the arms up. Inhale, look up. Exhale, release the arms down. And we'll just turn your right step to the right. So you're turning sideways onto your mat. Your feet are about hip distance. Arms are going to reach up and out, inhaling. And then exhale, bring the hands behind the back. So you're interlacing your fingers. If that's a lot for you, just grab onto your wrists maybe, or a strap. If you do have a strap or a tie or something, tea towel. Inhale, lift the chest. We have to be creative in our homes with the props. And exhale, we'll fold here, but you may be just coming down part way. You can bend the knees if you feel any soreness in your lower back and just come down halfway. The important part with this is I just want you to get your shoulders back. So you're squeezing the muscles in between the shoulder blades called the rhomboids and opening up the heart. Transfer a little bit of weight into the toes. And if you are folding all the way forward, go for it. You should feel some stretch in the backs of the legs, in the belly of the hamstring, and through the shoulders. Breathing. Good. One more breath here. Exhale, soften the knees, bring the hands back to the lower back and start to press through the feet, engage the core, strong through the legs. Let's come all the way up, reach through the chest and the heart. Bring the arms up, inhale. And exhale, just bring the hands to the waist. In case you feel lightheaded, just breathe in and out here. And exhale. And I want you to start to turn to the left and bring your hands down as you bring your right knee down. Okay, and then just so that you're in a split position here, a low lunge. Bringing the hips forward and back. Now, it might be really hard for you to reach the ground, so you can do this coming up or using blocks. It may not feel as good on the knee, so if the knee is sore, pad the knee and just kind of go front and back. Breathing in and out. Okay, we're just coordinating that breath with the movement. And then I want you to stop here as you feel the stretch on the front of that right hip. Bring your chest forward and gaze forward, and you may be up here as well, or down, whatever feels comfortable for you. Breathing in and out. Good. If you're patting the knee, unroll the mat, press the back toes in and start to just lift yourself up. You can walk all the way to the right so that you face the back of your mat and bring the left knee down now. Same thing on this side as you bring your hips forward and back. Forward and back. Inhaling and exhaling. Good, and then stop there. Let's hold. Lift the heart. Breathe into it. Good, and then start to walk to the left. And then just open up and stretch out the legs, fold forward again. And I want you to start to bend the right knee and left knee. You may be up here too, bending right and left if you can't reach the ground, and that's okay. Just moving where you're at. And then we'll walk all the way, face the front of the mat, step forward with that back leg, and then start to sit down onto the ground. Bring your shoulders back, have the hands slide up just behind the legs, and bring one foot up, and then one foot down, one foot up and down. And you can do this and alternate, or if you really want to challenge the posture, both feet stay up, knees up into Navasana, where your arms are stretched out. You can have the hands and keep them behind the legs as well. Let's stay here for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Scoot forward. Have enough room to lie down on your back. Bring both knees into the chest. And breathe. We'll extend just the left leg out. Now, the left knee may be just bent for now with the left foot on the ground, and that's okay. All you're doing is bringing your right knee towards the chest. If you like, you can extend that left leg, but put activity in it so the foot is flexing, the leg is strong. Shoulders are drawing down towards the mat as you bring that right knee in towards the chest. Just a couple breaths there. And then we'll switch sides as you bring your left knee in towards the chest and extending the right leg or having that right foot on the ground with the right knee bent. Good. One more breath. And exhale. Bring both knees in. Now, reclined pigeon is a really great hip opener. So I just want you to bring your left foot to the ground. Bring the right foot that's flexed, which means it's dorsiflex, toes towards the shins. The knee comes out to the side and you're placing the edge of that right foot on the left leg. And this might be enough for you. If it's not and you want more, pick up that left foot, bend the left knee towards you and interlace the fingers behind the left leg as you draw that knee towards you. Breathing in and out, feeling the stretch on the outer right hip. Good. One more breath here. And then we'll release. Bring the right foot down, flex the left foot, place it on top of the right leg. Feel it here first. If you want a little bit more, bring the right knee towards you. Interlace the fingers behind that right hamstring. Relax the shoulders down. Relax the face and the jaw and breathe into it. Good. And then we'll release our legs to the ground. And every posture we finish in yoga is the final resting pose called Shavasana. So if your back is sore today, you can put a bolster or something under your knees or just simply bend your knees, have the feet wide and let the knees fall in towards each other. Okay, as you rest your lower back. Otherwise, just stretching the legs out. Comfortable distance, arms are comfortable distance away from the body as the palms flip up towards the sky. Then you're just resting through the shoulders. Take a deep breath in and exhale out as you relax the whole body, bones, muscles, joints. Relax the mind and the breath. And we'll stay here for about a minute, just calming through the breath. And just try to stay focused on the rhythm. And just start to breathe a little bit deeper into the body. You can always pause the video and just stay as long as you want here. It's a really nice place to reset the nervous system. Good, and then you're just starting to move the fingers and toes, maybe stretching out the body. Bring both knees in towards your chest. And then we'll roll to the side body. And I want you to take a deep breath in and out here before coming up. And then as you come up, slowly press your hand into the ground and find any comfortable position. And I want you to just check into the body, the breath, noticing any changes in the body. And we'll take our hands in towards the heart center and take one moment to think of one thing you're grateful for today that helps shift the perspective. Good, and I hope you take this energy into your day and have a beautiful day or evening, depending on where you're at. Thank you so much for joining me. Namaste. And please leave a comment or anything below if you feel compelled and drawn to share this. Thank you so much for your support. Have a beautiful day.